Hello there, viewers. It's me, the Video Gamer Productions, with part 13 of my Adventures of Neutron Boy Genius Jet Fusion walkthrough for the Dolphin Emulator. And since it is January 1st of 2022, I just want to say to you all, Happy New Year's. So let's get started with this part. In the last part, we made it to the Treetop Village part of the level. And, there was something that I completed off screen. It was that part where I was trying to get on that zip line, and then it didn't work out, like, at first. Okay, I went to... Oh, wow. It decided to go back after I decided to go back. Okay. So... Um... I've decided to scrap my production channel. I'm just not happy working on it anymore. I am working on my own cartoons, video games, um, off of the production channel. I no longer feel like those are really necessary to have online anymore, simply due to the fact that I just feel like that's just going for attention, and honestly I really did enjoy it back in the days where I just drew cartoons simply because I wanted to. I mean, my thing is, as long as I'm not offending anyone or committing any crimes, it's like my cartoons aren't illegal or offensive, so it's like, why would I care about what someone else thinks? And even on that note, I don't even care about fans. The reason being, why would I care about someone's opinion if it's not hurting them and if it's something that they're gonna shrug off in a few months anyway? Like, that's why I just never really felt happy with my production channel, because it just felt like it was a waste of time to ever start it. And as for my personal life outside of my career, I honestly feel like I've actually feel like things were a little too sugar-coated in 2021. What I mean by that is people became so sensitive lately that they literally no longer even say what they have on their mind anymore, because they fear that someone's gonna get offended, and that's why I just don't even talk to people anymore, because it's like, I miss the days where people could say whatever they felt like to people, and if someone did get offended, yeah, things happened, but still, it's like, I don't want to live in some fairy tale where everyone's happy-go-lucky towards each other all the time, because to me that's kind of annoying. And plus, that's not fair to me, who I who I actually have social anxiety, anger, depression, ADHD. Like I have lots of mental diagnosis, and so basically being forced to be a fully functioning member of society, that's not really something I go for. And the fact of the matter is, I do miss the days where I didn't actually care that much about other people's feelings. Like I've always had some consideration for others, but in all honesty, I miss the days where I miss the days where I could literally just say something, and if it was offensive, then someone would tell me, and then I would learn from that. But nowadays, it's like you say something that no one likes, and then all of a sudden you're a monster to them, or people just want to like people want to go overboard with their emotions, and it just becomes so annoying to where I've actually tried to be around people less now. Like I no longer even find joy in talking to people anymore, and I don't see why I keep missing this platform. Oh, and if you're wondering why I set the timer, it's so that I don't lose track of time by talking and playing the game. But I do think I should start progressing a little bit more, so I'm gonna just remain quiet right here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was just trying to be quiet a little bit so I could actually focus on getting on that platform. But yeah, I just feel like it's very annoying how people no longer have backbones to say how they feel without crying about how someone offended them, or whine about how someone said something mean to them. And this isn't even just like kids. Like, of course, kids are gonna be like that, but it's the adults I'm talking about who literally can't handle the fact that someone doesn't want to talk to them. And some people say I have too much pride or whatever, but it's like, no, it's not even really pride. I mean, there's some of that, but it's usually just the fact that I just straight up dislike being around others in person. Like, I do have some online friends, but that's about it. I'm just I'm just using this time to rant just so I can get these feelings off of my chest, because in all honesty, this is stuff that I've been holding in since like November, and I'm now deciding this year is a year where I'm gonna go back to being how I really want to be. The guy that can be nice, but at the same time, I just don't want to be around others. Unless course, unless of course they're the close ones in my life who I actually enjoy being around, people who actually matter, basically. And just being straight up, nobody in the place where I live right now really matters to me, because this is kind of my third month of living here, and even to this day, I chose not to. I even choose not to get to know anyone like that because it's like I just straight up don't want to be the kind of guy that they can talk to every time they feel like it. And I've decided that if that makes me a rude person, hey, I guess I'm just a rude person then. Especially considering that it's not like I'm actually committing any crimes or anything, so it's like. Because, like, some people actually get it kind of mixed up how they think being rude is a crime. It's like, no, I'm a human being who just simply doesn't want to talk. And I admit myself, I've had to learn that kind of lesson where I'm like, so they're just not talking because they don't want to talk. It's not like they're doing anything wrong. In fact, that doesn't even really make them rude because by getting offended, that only just proves that you're so entitled that you can accept when someone doesn't want to be around you. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet here because I do need concentration here. If I don't make it to the end of the level by this part, I'm gonna record another part again today to wrap it up. Because in my last part, I've stated, well, in the description anyway, I've stated that I'm no longer gonna tie myself down to due dates simply because I've reached a point where I've just stopped caring about that kind of thing. Like, that's not to say that I don't have things scheduled for the future. It just means that I'm not gonna set myself specifically onto those dates. Besides, this is a hobby. I'm not actually getting any money out of this channel because it's just a gaming channel for fun. So therefore, I don't actually want any patronage really. And someone did suggest back around like November or early December if I could record a Monster House walkthrough. And while I did record two parts to that walkthrough, just being completely honest, I don't actually intend to record another part to that walkthrough until next fall, more specifically next October. So that is something I have scheduled. And the only reason for that is because Monster House is more of a Halloween thing, so I just don't feel like it will really fit into the next season, spring and summer, that I have planned for other things. And as for spring and summer, I might not even really be active on this channel like that, and I'm not setting myself um, onto that expectation to not be active. I'm just kind of thinking that I don't really want to be active that often here, to the point where it seems like I'm just uploading on a everyday basis. But for right now, I'm just recording enough to where I can get to my next walkthrough for this month, because there is a part to this game to where I actually do feel like it will be pointless to try and make extra parts to this walkthrough of, but I don't want to spoil that right away for those who never played this game before. Yeah, I didn't really have time for that. Okay, just one more adventure part and then we can continue. I mean, I feel like that kind of mechanic where he freezes you would have been a lot better if he just did it straight up instead of just waiting for it. I mean, at that point, you're pretty much just giving me the opportunity to defend myself. Trying to figure out where I'm going. Okay. I mean, my opinion on this level is that it's fun, but at the same time, it's way too extensive. Though I am happy that they actually utilize the fact that this is a platformer, and there is another level that does that too. In fact, I think there's actually two more levels that do that. Two or three more levels that actually do that. Yeah, in all honesty, I don't think I'm gonna finish this level in this part, but that's okay because I am gonna record in another part to this walkthrough. Though, in all honesty, the end of this level shouldn't even really take that long. You know, I actually think this will be a good stopping point, so in the next part, we'll be saving the village, which will be the last part of this stage of this island chapter. So until then, I will see you all in the next part. Thank you for watching it. Peace out and take care.